Yeah, we here, man. We here. This a little different little vibe we doing. A little different from the normal. Kind of don't want to set a timer, but I'm gonna set one just so I can know where I'm at as far as talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this one is on a whim right here.
Yeah.
This one just came out. Welcome to a special edition of the Whatever Pod. Are we gonna call this episode 16? Or are we just gonna call it special edition?
It can be 16, special edition
16. Yo,
16.
special edition 16.
Whatever we feel like.
Nature, whatever we feel like.
Nah, but
let's get it. Where's my fucking sound at, bro? My nature. And we in here. Come on.
We in here.
Come on, we in here. Yo, welcome y'all. Bull City, North Carolina, off of 98, Falls Lake. Some of y'all probably knew what this location was.
Yep.
Just came out here today, man. I needed to clear my head because I don't think a lot of people really practice mindfulness in this time. I think we was chopping this up.
Self-evaluation.
Yeah.
Just sit back like I'm not the problem.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
are you? Some people know that the problem. They just don't care.
Yeah, that part too. But self-growth. Some may say knowing when to step out on faith, or when to trust faith, and I guess just knowing when to believe in you. Like, you know, I think in today's world, a lot of people don't know their self, and that's, I can't really say in today's world, but that's a big thing that I think has standed the test of time, of people not knowing their self. And some people don't actually ever get to know their self.
Yeah, they don't take the time out. Some people don't see it as that deep. Some people see it as, I'm here to get money until I die, and I'm moving on until whenever that happens. And you're not wrong for thinking that way.
Right.
I mean, that's probably how you was brought up, or maybe just how life's simple is, how you view life. It might be that simple, but to certain people, it's not that simple. Some people instead of growing their pockets financially, they want to worry about their mental health first.
Yeah, and
in society,
that's a big thing.
It definitely, as being black, they make it seem like if you're doing anything other than getting a bag, no matter if it's illegal or not illegal, whatever the fuck it may be, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And like when I tell my friends sometimes, I'm like, man, like, I'm not worrying about getting how much money I can get. I'm not.
Right.
And it's like, oh, it sounds bad at first, because it's like what society makes you think, like you're supposed to get as rich as you can,
right? So
that you can, whatever the fuck you may be. And not saying I don't want to be rich or I don't want to have money, because when I want to be financially free in a way, so that's why I feel like being rich is gonna allow me to be financially free,
right?
Or you feel me, or just at least I could be financially stable for the rest of my life, so I don't have to do certain shit or worry about certain shit,
right?
Or my family worry about certain shit,
right? I like that.
But,
I like that.
And just to say all of that, society, sometimes they make it seem like it's bad or not bad, but it's like they downplay working on your mental health. And,
they do. Yeah, they do.
Like
they do.
I would say one thing about a lot of my teachers, and I've always had good relationships with all I never was a bad kid or got in trouble, suspended and shit like that. But they always told us, or any just volunteers that come up, always go for what you love, because you could be making the most money in the world, but if you're not truly happy, then it's not going to be worth it in the long run. Like, you don't want to wait until you're fucking 60 years old and be like, damn, I should have been a teacher. And that shit really, some people might not affect you. Shit, I have 100,000 in my bank account, I'm cool. And I should have been a teacher, but I'm not that down about it. But if you're one of those people that regret a lot of things, then you should probably chase what you're trying to chase instead of worrying about what everybody else is worrying about.
If you're one that has a lot of regrets,
some people wait on
chase what you want to chase.
True, chase what you want to chase.
Chase what you want to chase.
Because some people give you positive, like, oh man, you should be going to go do this, like you should be doing this, like, but they don't know what's going on in your head and what you're fighting and what's your name. So you might be able to do it looking from the inside. I mean, the outside in, you might be like, all right, I can do it, or they be like, you can do it, but you don't know what you fighting and behind closed doors, or when you dreaming and you're just in your head, like. You just might not be ready, like, to do shit. You might not be, but because everybody's telling you that you're ready, or this, that, and the third, or everybody's telling you that that you should go, that you should just go do it because everybody's telling you to do it. Nah, you do it whenever you're ready. I mean, I might be ready, but I'm
but the
mentally
feeling,
not there.
yeah,
it's like with babies,
Yeah, when you're mentally there, and I like how Dre kind of summed that up, because that was really the whole reason for me coming out here. I was just gonna come out here, y'all, and fucking just catch a vibe. You know, I wanted to smoke, but I didn't know if the park ranger was out here and shit. But just having the mindset of, if I'm ready to make certain moves that I could probably feel like, oh, you should have been done that, D, or you, but my mental wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready to step out on it. And some of that, you know, probably comes from fear or not, you know, being sure. And just in a big nutshell, when you feel that readiness, step out on your faith. Whatever your belief system is, step out on faith.
If it's holding you back from being great, because some beliefs, help you. Like some beliefs or spirituality, whatever.
And some beliefs say you can't do that.
It's like oh nah, you
that's
just
not
follow
permissible.
me, and that's not. I mean, I'm not gonna tell nobody step out because that might end up to your bad luck. I mean, whatever you put your energy to is you. And that's how I am. I'll talk to anybody or not debate, but I will discuss opinions about anything, but. It's more of, it's just like, man, just have your own thought about shit sometimes, man. Just think about you sometimes. Like, just say like, oh yeah, like I feel like you got your faith and you believe in your gods and stuff, but it's like, man, you're here right now, man. Like you're here.
Falling from the sky. Camera, you caught that? Alright, what was that? Right.
But it's just like, man. If people too worried about what other people think, again, like, I mean, I feel like the all highs and the DDs have all the power to change everything, but at the end of the day, you're here in this body. Yeah. So it's just like, man, you gotta work for that shit.
You gotta work for it, and I wanna add to that, just to go in, like, just for anyone that, you know, if anyone's out there feeling like you're being held back from pursuing something, you know, whether yourself or in another individual, within yourself, you know, try to find means of working through that. Now, if it's a person, somehow, you know, try to let the stars align so you can remove yourself out of that, let's call it a dictatorship, you know, dealing with people that want to keep you under them because without you, they're not great.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all caught that, or it made sense. So, you know, don't let your greatness be in the shadows of somebody else's greatness. You know what I'm saying? And really, you the one making them look great. You know, so
really, don't let nobody fucking tell you like, you got to stay in a certain position because I gave you this or I made you this.
Yeah.
Like we had a conversation about a year or two ago, and it was an individual that said, and probably on the earlier podcast episodes we probably talked about it.
Probably did.
And it's like when a person feels like that you shouldn't better yourself because of something somebody did for you. And we in that sense, break it down, like say he gives me a job with his CEO, his vice president job at his glass company.
Right.
And I just you know what? I don't want to be vice president no more. I want to start my own glass company. By that individual standards, I'm not supposed to do that because that makes me less of a man. It makes me fake because I want to have a better situation for myself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which I understand. If you would go into the same field, yes, that will make us competitors.
Right.
But it's never really that deep. It's never really that deep. It's really never that deep.
The whole premise of there's enough money out here for everyone.
It is.
Still holds some weight.
It's to the point where if you think like that, to me, my personal opinion, I feel like that person is scared of competition. You don't want competition.
Yeah.
And it kind of
people that fall in that. Yeah.
And it kind of gets me to a point where it makes me think like, are you? Like what
really
made
for
you
me, or
like
are you just for what I bring to you?
Exactly. Like, or is it really something there? Because when I was with you, everything's cool.
Yeah,
but when I leave, now it's fucking me, and now you don't want to be
that
cool.
That was an issue.
Because I want better for my situation.
That was an issue I think I could speak on because it's literally on public TV. For some of y'all, I know y'all be watching. I know we watch it. Yeah. But if y'all watch Black Ink Crew with Skeemzz and what's the Sky? Yeah. There was an episode on there, you know, Scott and help Skeemzz get his shit up. Skeemzz, y'all know Skeemzz doing his thing. He got different spots in New Orleans. You know, he going global. You know, but Scott like, yo, I want to start my own CEO bag. I want to, and there was an episode where Skeemzz got really hot. And in his dialogue, he came off very selfish and stingy. Well, what about this? Who's going to look after the shit I started? Who's going to look after my shit?
You.
And now, you know, your homegirl, she helped you run it, but now maybe together, you know, have a conversation. She can help you find her replacement or find, you know, but don't shut them completely down now for they didn't help you build something.
They want to do something else.
And have something of their own. You know what I'm saying? Have something for them. So, you know, I just wanted to use that example to what we talking about. You know, sometimes, you know, anyway, Skeemzz did come back and apologize and supported her. But just in that first moment, you know, sometimes
people need to realize that everybody in this world, in this modern time that we live in, everybody has an opportunity to be a chief. And with that being said, everybody sees that they have the opportunity. Not everybody, but majority of the people that is around you probably have the same motivation as you.
Right.
Usually, some people, you know, you have those couple few that don't want to do shit.
Yeah, that part.
But usually, you have the same amount that have aspirations for themselves.
That part.
And
right.
And you say we all come up and all my friends come up and we all go our separate ways with the music shit. That I would feel like would make me less of a man if I tell Brando not to go with a solo career because we broke up from a music group or something like that. Like, oh, bro, don't make no music, bro, because look what we built with AMG, bro. Why would you go make music by yourself as a solo artist and look what we did with AMG? Yeah. That would be something that would be fucked up, and you shouldn't expect that out of nobody to not better their situation because of nothing. Like of nothing. It's too much money to go around for me to stop my bag because you want me to stop my bag. Like because you feel like I owe you something or I'm
supposed to give. I'm entitled to give you. Whatever it is they may feel.
Like you said with soul shit. Like, man, the soul is for plenty of fucking people. You can't get mad at somebody because they want better shit.
Yeah,
better
that
for
part.
That part. You should be like, man, I feel like less of a man for trying to stop somebody from being in a situation.
Yeah, man, that shit.
Being in a situation better than me or being in a situation like
that shit.
Like niggas
crazy.
don't think about it, like, oh, let me try to get on. Let me try to oh shit, that's a good idea. Let me put some of my money into it so we can do this shit together. Nah, fuck you. Nah. You could have just brought it to my attention and I could have did it at my business.
Right.
Like,
real shit.
Like that shit is grimy. That shit's grimy, and that's why they tell people not to mix business and friendship. And
it can get pretty tricky.
It get tricky. Motherfuckers feel like they entitled to shit that they not entitled to, and it's not. It's like I said, it ain't nothing personal to nobody.
Nah.
It's never nothing personal to nobody, but you can't tell nobody not to better their life.
Nah.
You can't do that. You can't. Definitely to somebody who wants more.
Who wants more? Yeah. You can't. Yeah,
don't want to do shit. Then okay, yeah, all right. Then that's what you want. You want to be a piece of shit. Don't want to lift nobody up. Go ahead.
All right.
But don't try to put that energy on nobody else.
Facts. Because you're scared and you don't want to do stuff. You know, we have to really change. Well, for those people, they may not have to. They may not never learn. But you should. I want to do something. Because I always say, I always find myself saying people don't have to do this, which is true. But there's two types of energies. There's a real positive energy and there's a real draining, toxic energy. And choose your energy. So if you want to be the energy that gives life to other people, or are you the energy that sucks life out of people? Which,
like I was telling myself the other day, I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good. No, you good.
Like I was saying the other day, we can't keep putting our ideals on people. Like as in we.
What's your narrative? That's what I want to end that with. Excuse me.
And I wasn't saying. I was just saying. 'Cause I was just thinking before I lost it, and I was thinking about this the other day after the pod or
Some
whatever.
conversation.
Just,
right.
It was just
some
self-evaluation shit, and I was just saying, like, we as people need to stop trying to not change people's ideals, but to not even force ideals on people. Just like when I say force, I'm gonna say force, but I don't mean really push upon.
Right.
I mean you shouldn't expect your ideals from other people. And,
there you go.
And
effective
and
wording,
I kind of mean by that is like,
ooh, you just gave me a segue.
It's just like it you can't keep expecting what people to do with you.
What you feel.
Because the world doesn't revolve around you.
No.
It doesn't revolve around me.
No, that shit goes to grandparents on grandparents on grandparents.
So everybody.
So that stood the test of time. The
And
world don't revolve around you.
It don't.
You know?
It don't.
You hear people say that. World don't revolve around you.
We have to stop saying. We have to stop expecting people to live by our ideals or how we're supposed to function in this world, because that person might not see it that way. And it's just like I said, for me personally, I'm at a point where if nobody's asking me for my opinion, then I'm not. It's not on no scared shit. It's not on nothing. It's just I'm not at a point to be nobody's teacher. And it's so much information.
If you want to be taught, I'll teach.
Yeah, if you want to be taught, I'll teach.
But if you showing that lack,
I'm cooling, man. If you just
we had a cat that was coming up to the shop that we were literally trying to put him on game. Me and Dre we're trying to give him some pointers on, hey, you in a good spot. You could get a bag, but you know he's his own man. It's up to him. Anyway, long story short, we kept telling this brother like, hey, you not really of par yet to come, you know, do this shit high. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the dude would just keep doing it. He would just keep coming in. But
it's like it's different from being high and like super fucking baked. Like,
yeah,
it's like, man, like if you've been doing this shit, and I'm not sitting here saying like I'm the best glass master ever or some shit like that.
But you was in there though.
But I was comfortable enough that I can go in there fucking baked and do my job. I might be a little slow, but that would probably be some of the best work you'll ever see.
Yeah.
That's me.
Fact.
But somebody coming in 2 weeks, I didn't start doing that until I was in for at least half a year.
Almost a year, yeah.
Half a year. That's when I started. I'd tap a blunt. When I first started, I'd tap a blunt 1-2 times, and then go to work. And then the more I smoke me an OL, sometimes I wake up at 5 o'clock, smoke me 2, and go that bitch super
But you was good, and you were also receiving
the information.
It's
like he was doing shit trying to get a check. And then move on.
Wasn't trying to really get the information.
Like you can't be not doing shit and then expect to leave early. Like you can't be the worst person on the team. And I'm saying this for anything. You can't be the worst person on this team and not put as much work as the best person.
Yeah. And not want to the whole basis of and not want to be taught.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't even learn. So you can't be the weakest person on the team, the person who holds us back. Holds anybody back. And then at least if you putting in the work as the other guys or the best or the star of the team or whatever you want to call it, then you can't say, oh well, I'm here, man. Like I'm trying. I'm putting as much work as I just can't get it. Okay, we can work.
But you can feel the. But
I'm just here.
I'm just here.
And that might just be a different mindset.
Exactly.
I can't force that mindset on nobody. And
I can't expect that out of nobody. You can't force nobody that want to get taught.
Everybody's different. Everybody might have that mindset of, they're taking their time to let me learn this shit. Let me go and do this. No, some people just don't look at it that way. They won't. So I can't be mad at you. I can still fuck with you. But in certain situations, now in certain lightings, I know I can't fuck with you.
Right.
So in the business aspect, like certain friends I know I can't live with. And certain friends I know I can't live with.
Right. That's
not saying I can't come. I don't want to come to your house and come to your grandma's house or come to your mom's house or come to your wedding and shit like that. But it just means that when it comes down to living arrangements, and I know that I need somewhere to stay, I know not to call you. It's nothing personal. And society needs to work on taking shit like that personal.
Yeah.
People telling you how you feel, and then you like, and it comes from a lot of ass whoopings when you're younger. When you tell your mom and your dad how you feel, and they take it as disrespect and get your ass whooped. So now people are afraid to say how they feel, or everybody's so insecure and just so you have a lot of people who just tell. Yeah, it's easy to tell a random motherfucker how you feel. I mean, that motherfucker opinion don't matter to you. But can you sit there and tell your friend or your best friend, like, you know what? I don't like that you do this. I don't like that you do this. I don't like that you do that. And without it mean like. Without that person taking it as you're picking or you're nagging,
right.
It's just like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, I mean, it's just like, can you not do that around me? It's not like you need to stop doing it. Just stop doing the shit around me.
Let's
like,
respect people's space. Let's respect. Okay, if you want.
Without you
that's another thing too.
Without you getting mad and just stop fucking with me.
Just respect. There should be a certain way that you conduct yourself around certain individuals. You're not gonna act the same way you act in a club.
You're not. Exactly.
You're not. You're not gonna go to a business function and act the way you acted at Diamond Girls. So there's certain times and places for certain things, and I believe with certain people. So if you know you got a person that don't really play like this, but you got a person over here that you can joke all day with, you know that.
Go joke with the person that plays.
You go joke with the person that's with that, and this person you have more of a serious dialogue with, maybe,
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? Like, know when and who to do stuff with, and it doesn't mean, like you said, oh, I'm mad now because you don't want to conform to my way of playing. The world don't revolve around you. So down here on Earth, just peopling with people is a challenge, because some people have, like I said, dictatorship mindsets. Some people are cool. Some people are just passive aggressive. Some people take
Everybody's different, man.
Everybody's different, and you have to know, if you practice this, how to speak all languages. You know what I'm saying? If that's your journey. That's not everybody's journey. I'm speaking on my journey.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to speak. And not, when I say speak, understand different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, trying to be able to deal. And I won't be able to deal with everybody, but some people's mindset, there's people that I can deal with on
the complete opposite. I don't want to learn how everybody speaks. It seems like, and it might sound like some, not narcissistic but some corny anime line or some shit, but it seems like I don't want to learn how everybody feels and how everybody sees the world, but everybody seems to want to see how I view the world. So for that, you might not believe it. People don't. I mean, whatever the fuck it is, people might stop coming to you for information because I might sound like I'm being cocky or whatever. I'm smarter than people. I don't feel that way, but that's the truth. I don't want to see how that person feels or how that person operates or how this. I like knowledge, and I like to see. I observe things, but I would never come to you and say, oh, how do you do this or how do you do this? Like, of course, if it's like something materialistic, but on some, it's like I don't ever really come to people like, how can I self-evaluate better? Or at least when it comes down to spiritual and mental knowledge, I don't ask people for it. I feel like I have that pretty under control. So that's just to say, if you're speaking on us, that's just me. I don't want to see how people feel no more. I just don't feel like it's important.
I can feel that though.
So I have kids, and then that's different. That's a part of me.
Yeah, that's different.
But when we're talking about the outside world, it's like, what is me knowing, other than expanding your knowledge, what exactly is me knowing how you feel and operate in your spirituality and your mental and all of that?
On that note, I can understand.
Like, with a nigga like with pockets, like, I don't care. Why are you looking at my pockets? Like, why are you caring about how much money I got? When you feel me, it's the same thing with everything. It's like, I don't tell people how much money I got, so I don't want nobody telling me how much money they got. I mean, if you want to come out and tell me, you tell me. If I want to come out and tell you, I'll tell you. But I
want to, and just listen, and just because I know we be talking and we know each other's world, but some people can get lost in our dialogue. When I say knowing people, I mean talking effectively in my journey of still trying to be the business person, and I know I have to interact with certain different people and mindsets that I might be like, damn, why he think like that, or why, you know what I'm saying? So how do I deal with these people without getting upset? So
gotta be to a point where you just don't care.
Yeah. That's really what it is.
Thing.
That's really what it is.
It's like if you just don't give a fuck. I mean, if you truly just don't care, like there's a lot of people who say they don't care about shit, but it pisses them the fuck off.
Yeah.
If you truly don't care about things,
you are not swayed.
It was not gonna sweat you.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here saying like shit don't bother me. Like I just don't have no care in the world. I don't have any regrets. But shit does piss me off, and that's how it's gonna be. I don't think there's no human unless the monks up in the West End probably shit that pissed them off. So it's like it's
them cats be burning themselves.
It's just like you not gonna tell. I don't
and
like I said. You can't
Mm-hmm.
expect somebody not to be human. Like we're all different. All might have the
Salute
same prototype with the arms, the legs, and shit.
They be trying to break that human shit. They be trying to break through. They be trying to be the inner energy.
I don't know what the fuck they got.
Yeah, they like nah, fuck this flesh. I respect it. I fuck with the monks, man.
But to each his own. I don't feel like I have to do all of that to reach the
enlightenment.
I feel like it's all brain power.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, you can, like you said, if that's for you, you can do that. Like if you want to eat healthy and you feel like eating healthy is, like they say, whatever you eat is what you how you feel. Like whatever you put in your body is how you feel. Mm-hmm. That's for you. That is for you. But for me, I don't feel like you need to ascend. You don't need to go through this righteous ass path and do all this righteous ass shit. I'm not saying you don't need to be a good person, but you can be that anti-hero and ascend and be at a better place in your life.
Right.
See, when you start when you start trying to live that righteous life, you start changing shit about you to fit into a code. You're not accepting yourself where you are. You're changing yourself to to an ideal that you think is what you should be living by. Not by, I'm accepting me for me. Let me stop trying to change shit about me for this higher power, whatever. Let me stop trying to change shit about me instead of just presenting myself to whatever it is, whatever that energy is. Let me present me and not what that thing or whatever that energy wants me to be.
Right.
And I feel like that's how shit works. I feel like if you're fine, like in anime or what's the name, I mean, or whatever you want to call it, it's just life.
You just said something. Hold on. You said not with that energy. Are you talking about your inner energy?
I'm talking about whatever it is.
Just whatever.
Whatever. If it's the outer energy, your inner self is stop expecting back to what I was saying yesterday. Stop expecting shit that you haven't accomplished yet, or you haven't experienced.
Okay.
Like if you I need to make $1 million before I'm 60. Who do you know made $1 million before 60?
Yeah. Who do you know?
Not what you see on TV. Who do you know did your dad make $1 million before 60?
Yeah.
Not saying you shouldn't strive for it, but it's just like. Or not saying you shouldn't because nobody else did it, you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying that.
Have more realistic goals?
Let's have not even more realistic goals because that's a possible thing.
Or more obtainable.
Obtainable, more obtainable.
Wording is everything.
Because that's when you get, I don't have $1 million by 60, now I'm depressed and I'm going to kill myself. Now I don't have. Now I'm not in my own house by this age. Now I'm gonna kill myself. I'm not buying my house now. I'm backtracking what I'm doing. Everybody's different. Speaking for the people I know in my life and my personal experiences in life.
Right.
That, man, you can't put a time period on shit.
Nah.
Even if you are rich, you can't put a time period on nothing. Cause the day you get rich, you could die the next day.
That's a fact.
Or you can lose your common sense, or something happen, you could go brain dead, and now you're laying in the bed for the rest of your life with $5 billion in your pocket, but you can't do shit with it. So it's like let's have more realistic goals to what we're doing, and this is for just the people who think it's as easy as, I'm gonna have $1 million. What are you even doing to get $1 million?
Right.
You don't want to take over.
What's your steps?
What are your steps? What are you doing? And I mean, like I said in the other episode, I feel like people should just go with the flow. I feel like go with the flow, and wherever that motherfucker leads you at is where it leads you at. But in all reality, none of this shit matters. And you might call me crazy or whatever the fuck you want to, but this modern, none of us are really free.
Right.
Even the rich, none of us are really free. That's the truth. And when you have these phones, the computers, the technology, the cars, and when motherfuckers stop being in tune with nature, that's when we stop being free. And that's just that. It's just the real shit. Motherfuckers
had to come out here to the woods real quick. Had to get this damn Justin Timberlake vibe.
And it's not like you have, like I said, you don't gotta come out here and spread your toes open on the grass and the soil and shit like that.
You ain't gotta do all that.
Do it however you are. If that is in the shower, by a fire crackling, if it's coming out in nature or going out in your backwoods, if it's just spending time with your dog, whatever makes you feel good is gonna make you feel at peace and makes you feel like you're striving to do better.
Facts.
That's what you want to do. For me, it was feeding cats every fucking morning. That
was
what made me.
That was your piece. I like that.
Was,
and I peeped that too. That was the zen. And that's a zen. That's a piece of peace. Just seeing how. Just taking care of this simple life.
Just a simple life that you were presented in your lifetime.
Yeah.
That you were presented.
Can't do what we do. Doesn't, they just poop and might chase a little light across the board.
It's just like you gotta respect those things and cherish those things and
cherish those things.
You gotta cherish a lot.
And that's why we shot this in the woods by the water, because this is a cherishable moment.
Yeah,
right
like
here.
Definitely. But I will say, like, just to not conclude this, because I know we probably still got more. But
my man's that popped out somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I don't know where it was.
But just to say more things, it's just like stop trying to change yourself. And people think, oh, stop trying to change yourself for people. It's like, no, it's not about the people. Stop trying to change yourself for your higher beings and whatever energy. It might just be your energy inside yourself.
Live for you.
Live for your purpose and what you're here.
Acknowledge. I will say acknowledge.
No, I'm definitely not telling you that.
Right.
I'm not definitely not telling you.
But
not
don't lose yourself.
They don't want you to lose yourself.
Yeah,
they don't want you to. If
yeah.
that's what you feel like you need to do to be a better person, I mean,
Unless
to make
you praying
that's what you want to be to be happy.
Something that we don't know about that requires 24-hour praise.
If that's what you want to do, that makes
some
you happy.
other shit.
I'm not gonna say what makes you happy, whatever makes
but
you happy.
But to what you talking about, yes.
If whatever it is, whatever your path in life,
the ones we know about, they want us to
if you want to
experience life.
Yeah, if you want to change yourself and you want to be all naturally and eat greens and go out in the woods, eat mushrooms and shit. So peace to you.
More
that
power
is
to you.
But that does not make you more.
Than the next.
I hate this way. Yeah, more than the next. I'm not gonna say woke because they just
yeah. You're not more.
As soon as you say woke, people just like It's like,
that'll make you more in tune.
It doesn't make you more in tune. It doesn't make you more as awoken a word, but you know what I mean.
Let's use it. Yeah, let's use it. Let's use it.
You know what I meant. It doesn't make you more. It doesn't make you better than anybody. You eat good and you have a good head on your shoulders and you have good energy. That doesn't make you better than nobody.
Yeah.
Because that evil motherfucker who got energy too, that's into it, that he just don't give a fuck. That anti-hero that has that purple aura around him.
Yeah.
His energy might be more effective and bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Or larger than yours, bigger, whatever.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But he's at peace at who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And that's why you wonder why the fuck are these fucking serial killers in jail and they just sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you just killed fucking 30 people.
Yeah, you're so calm.
They're at peace with the fuck they are. That's what the problem is.
Peace.
You think when you see in their eyes, I didn't think they have these visions.
What we say, they be like, oh, you know he crazy.
You know he's crazy. Or no, it's just like, oh yeah, you can tell he's suffering right now. He's just quiet. The man's at peace with what his situation is and what the fuck he did.
He don't feel bad.
He doesn't feel bad about it.
People.
That is what made him happy at the time. And it sounds like a piece of shit thing to say, like, oh, we'll be happy. But that's what made him happy, and he knew what the consequences were, or she, or whatever it was, knew the consequences that came after their happiness. Yeah. So, it's just focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself.
Whoever you are right here looking at this, stay as that person, unless you out here literally killing people and doing some weird shit.
And that person may or may not need to grow.
That's who you want to be, man.
But to positive energy, to negative energy, are you fueling or are you taking?
See, I'm trying to be in that gray spot. Like,
find that positive. I'm out here. So you and that, I may take and give a little.
Yeah.
I may give and take a little.
There's nothing wrong with
right,
that.
I may give and take a little.
Because it's like, if you think about it, some people, you want to be so good, like, oh, I want to take from the government because karma. Like you were saying with that thing we were going through, like, I don't want no karma coming back to me. But in my head, I'm like, how is it karma? When
I've changed that thinking now, actually.
I feel it. I feel it.
To what you said, if you feel guilt in doing it, that's when it comes. But if you are at peace with what you did,
what I'm doing.
I don't think there's any karma that comes from it.
I'm fine with the fuck I'm doing.
I don't feel bad about it.
There's nothing that's going to
happen. So I think
whatever you put energy to, it's going to
if you do something and you feel bad about what I'm doing, it's like, then it's going to come back.
Exactly. When I was doing that illegal shit, I was like, I didn't feel bad about it, but I didn't feel like it was something I needed to be doing. I didn't feel like it was something I needed to personally be doing. But I knew that it probably was going to come through for me. I knew it was probably going to go the way I expected it to go. But the outcome afterwards, I knew it was a cost to that happiness.
Right.
So it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it 20 years later? Somebody popping up at your door or something like that. It's like that. It's just like, let's be smart about it. It's just I don't feel like it would have been karma as in from taking anything from anybody. If you take from the people who's taking, I mean, it doesn't make you any better, but that's definitely don't make you. It don't make you less of nobody. I mean, the government take from motherfuckers every day, but where's their karma at? I mean, you never know. Maybe going through health problems and shit, but that's all. I mean, I feel like it. But like you said, whatever you put your energy into is gonna come back to you. If you're gonna think like, oh, if I do this shit and I'm not right, then you know you're not right. You need to go apologize. You need to go do what the fuck you're doing. But if you don't feel like you're right, you just shouldn't say shit. Don't do shit because nobody wants you to do it. Like, I mean, unless you just with certain people, because you shouldn't have those same thinkings with your kids or with the family is iffy. Because family is just another person, and like I said, you can't hold somebody to your standards, but you can choose who the fuck you want to be around. And another thing, society, I will say, society makes family like. It makes it seem like that's all you kind of got. Like, oh, family is the number one thing. But I am starting to see a lot more, man. Your family member's the toxic one, then just you gotta leave that motherfucker alone. Then leave that motherfucker alone.
No family could be a homie you met.
Yeah, exactly. Home and society.
I like the whole friends Thanksgiving thing they do. The Friendsgiving,
100%. And that's it.
Like, that's all, man. Little nature, little whatever pod. Add a little sauce to it.
Or whatever.
I'm so silly with the sound effects. Hope y'all enjoyed the little nature. Little nature vibe. Episode 16. Shit, this is 2 back-to-back though, honestly. Gotta drop these joints. Appreciate y'all that are walking with us on this journey. Appreciate y'all that actually listen. Appreciate y'all that subscribe. Appreciate that mention. Appreciate y'all that want to come on. Like I said, like Dre say, y'all get it whenever. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good.
Peace out, man.